name's Anthony Lowe. I started skating when I was about 5 years old. I officially stopped skating when I was around 16, 17, and then skate therapy was founded when I was 18.
I'm B.L. Wiley, and I'm the director of skatetherapy.org.
Originally, this idea was panned around doing something for the obesity problem that's been ravaging our community, but we pivoted that entire idea into helping kids with special needs. And so that's one idea after another, after consulting with doctors, then this whole skate therapy founded.
He came to me and I thought it was a great idea. We began with 4 students and 7 instructors, and only one of those first 4 is still with us, and that's Francesca, and it has been a joy to watch her grow. Some of them have been with us for a long time, and Nico came with us very early as well.
I started skating 7 years ago, and it was because my parents wanted me to help my sister. When I first began, I worked with this girl named Alice, who couldn't move her legs at all. But then, after the first day, she began actually moving her legs, or doing the actions of walking, which she's never done in her life before, so I thought that was really profound. My sister, when she was born, her esophagus didn't connect to her stomach, so they had to have surgery on her, and because of that, she has a mental problem where she doesn't learn as fast as everyone else does. Going to skate therapy, it was a lot better because not only did I know how to deal with situations like these, I met with a lot of people that felt the same way, not necessarily because they have a sibling that had autism, but because they also grew up with people that had autism.
I work with Kevin, he's adorable. At first he was kind of like a spaz, you know what I mean? Like he would not pay attention ever, he would always run around, he literally wouldn't do anything, but like over time, he learned how to listen and he would start paying attention and he learned like a lot of new things. Like now he can do like a whole kind of routine that we made for him in like a sequence, so now he's gotten better at skating. I used to like think of special needs kids as different or separated, but now that I've been in like skate therapy for 3 years now, I see them as like just like us.
I love skating because I'm free.
I was not in favor of it at all in the very beginning because she was born with no eyes. She's totally blind. Putting a totally blind person on the ice was scary for a parent. So I brought reinforcements with me. I brought 2 occupational therapists, and she skated with a walker for like maybe 10 minutes, and then she didn't want to do that no more, and they held her by her forearms, and they did that for a couple of lessons, and then they held her by her wrists and held her by her hands, and then one day they just decided, we're not going to hold your hands, and she just took off. Because of her handicapping conditions, she is allergic to her sweat, so she can't play outside. So it's very difficult for her. Besides swimming indoors, this is the only other sport that she can participate in. That's why it's so important to her. If you were to interview her and ask her, how does skate therapy make you feel? She would say free. It makes me feel free because I can do it without mom. With perseverance and the right instruction, there are a lot of things that she is capable of doing that I never thought she would be able to do.
Just push off. And then we're gonna launch and get the turkey flying.
Pues no sabía si era correcto, que aparte de autismo él tiene diabetes. Fuimos persistentes y pues sí, fue genial para él. Incluso ha ido mejorando poco a poco, pero de los últimos 2 años para acá, ahora es mucho más sociable. Está toda la semana esperando que sea sábado para venir aquí a patinar. Aparte de que le encanta el deporte, le encantan todas sus entrenadoras. Dice que son sus amigas y de verdad lo tratan con mucho cariño. mucha paciencia y cada día está aprendiendo más. Ha mejorado mucho. Todos son capaces de aprender. He visto niños con problemas mucho más severos y son capaces de pararse, deslizarse y seguir instrucciones. Así que me ha traído mucha alegría.
My life has changed perfectly to the happiness instead of anger. I used to have meltdowns, but then at that time I got better in my behavior.
For these, the kids that are working with the special needs children, they should have so much confidence and so much self-respect that there's nothing that should be able to touch them in this regard. They have endured the process of teaching. They have watched their own students learn. They have watched success with their own students. And they have felt the excitement of having someone that they have helped, change their lives, really. And that, if I were to sum up skate therapy, it would be to say, this does change lives.